An 11-year-old trans girl.
My daughter Edie first came out to us as trans when she was 6 years old.
The 6th grader is about to have a tiny medical device implanted in his left arm.
Check this out.
Jack's dad and mom are at his side.
Oh, jeez, I'm really terrified.
Jack, relax.
Meredith's gonna put some more numbing to make sure that it's all numb, okay?
The implant stops female puberty and will keep Jack from growing breasts.
Yeah, you know, this kid is going to be sexually dysfunctional, many medical problems, and this is going to sterilize this child. They are literally sterilizing this child by putting this thing in his arm.
That I did make a Patreon, and for right now, the next 30 days, it is up for $1 a month. So be sure to join. You get all my content early. There's a lot of benefits to it. There's already a ton of you all in there. I'm so thankful for the support over there. So be OG fam.
Wow, they make it so fun for the kid, but they're not brainwashing them. There you go, give them some cookies too.
Right into it. What you'll find is that a lot of it has to do with the parents. Like, a lot of it is this attention-seeking parents that are pushing this trans ideology on their children. And it's sad. It honestly is sad because it's like, just let your child be a child. Like, it's okay. If your child likes doing a little girly things here and there, then whatever. If the child likes doing guy things, it's fine. They're literally erasing what it means to be like a tomboy or a tomgirl. But even then, why are you imposing that your child's trans that early on? That makes no sense to me. Nor do I think it's okay or that it should be right or hell even legal to transition your child.
An 11-year-old trans girl made history on Saturday as the youngest ever Grand Marshal of the Orlando Pride Parade to be a constant target of hate.
Because when you're an adult, you can do whatever you want.
Posting to Instagram, she said, "Yesterday was the best day of my life. It's not easy to be a constant target of hate, but
This little girl has never seen hate in her entire life. I can guarantee you, literally not one person has ever discriminated or was racist against this little child. If anything, she's given cookies, you know, even though she's a boy. Here's some cookies, here's some attention, here's some, you know, unreal.
I remain visible because I want other trans kids to know there is such joy in being your authentic self," Dempsey told reporters at the event. "It's about being true to myself. It's about embracing who I am even when the world tries to tell me otherwise."
Yeah, they're just basically giving them cookies. You can be trans and get cookies and hugs and love, or you cannot be trans and get no cookies and no love and no, you know what I mean?
A big reason why trans kids are on the rise and why you do see some parents of trans kids being very vocal in protecting that, because it's making them a crap ton of money. Millions of followers grifting on that they have a trans child, constantly making content with the child, constantly just again pushing this ideology on them. And it's so weird. Yeah, the kid was nothing but 3 or 4 and you're already transitioning it. Like, to me, this is child abuse. Like, this is equivalent to beating your child. Because like I said before, it's leading them down a path to ultimately after Eddie's first gender therapy appointment. Let's go back to this last video. Yeah, the kid was nothing but 3 or 4 and you're already transitioning it. Like, to me, this is child abuse. Like, this is equivalent to beating your child. Because like I said before, it's leading them down a path to ultimately transition and to ultimately go through with these things. And it's life-altering and life-changing procedures, especially if you start younger with, you know, double mastectomies and all the...
Keep in mind, that thing that they put in that kid's arm was puberty blockers. That instantaneous. Once you start that, you've sterilized the kid. That kid can no longer have children.
The puberty blockers, but this goes down a very expensive and very dangerous route fast. Because even in that video, what we saw is them allowing the kid to be way more feminine, really encouraging it, buying them all these things, pushing it. And then now the kid is saying that kid came out as trans and now it's a she, and going to gender therapy appointments. Like, are we not going to listen to the people who have detransitioned? Are we not going to pay attention to the people who actually regret transitioning to begin with, especially as a child? Are we just going to ignore the amount of detransitioners and the amount of trans adults who talk about how much of a financial burden that this procedure is and how lifelong?
Yeah, detransitioners were almost non-existent before this new religion, this woke LGBT religion. They were almost non-existent. Now there's just thousands, hundreds of thousands of them all over the world. Like, really?
Windows down, empty streets. You were all I used to know. You and I, forever.
It's a trans daughter.
Again, another parent with millions of TikTok followers using their kid for money. It's like child acting. It's literally like the dance moms, the child actor parents. Like, it's just messy. It's disgusting.
It's for money. They get money.
Are you excited to see grandpas?
Again, same family. Evan rarely sees other boys in dresses. Okay, so this video's from before the video we just watched, and the kid's being referred to as Evan and as a boy. But just like the other family we saw, now the kid's like, actually, Mom, I'm trans and I'm a girl. What is happening? What is the old gays? I've seen them before.
Keep in mind, this black man with the beard. Any man in a dress that has a beard, right there, that tells you they are not transsexual. It's a fetish. They're a cross-dresser. Okay. It's 100%. I'm not saying sometimes, most times. I'm saying 100% of the time, if a man has a beard and he's wearing a dress, then he is not transsexual. He is just, it's a fetish. He's a cross-dresser, transvestite, whatever you want to call it. So I can't really I have bad vision, but if any of these men are in dresses and they have beards, it's a fetish. So they basically took their little child over, dressed up as a girl, their little boy dressed as a girl, to go over to the fetish house of the grandpa who has a fetish about dressing in dresses. Make this all make sense.
World of green, just like a dream, you and I standing.
Okay, so this video, they have a 13, 14-year-old kid. This is a parent's page. Again, how many followers does this person have? 125,000. Oh, here we go. The parent has a 13 to 14-year-old F to M, female to male, trans kid.
Wild and free, with petals so golden, the sun's warm.
It's saying, what do you do when your trans kid is, comes up, says that they're trans? Oh, you give them a big party. That's what you do. You give them cookies, give them hugs. See, look, she's going to give them hugs. She's throwing pretty powders up into the air. Yeah, she's going to reward him for his behavior.
Love so strong, a bliss.
This 3-year-old.
Whispers of the breeze, secrets unfold. It's you that I need.
You see the progression go. You have a 3-year-old saying that they're a girl, that's a boy, and then at 4 years old they look like a girl, and then 5 years old they're getting sterilized, surgeries, hormones, puberty blockers. It's insane. This person just literally didn't even walk. They crawled out of your womb. They just learned how to speak and walk last year. Literally. Now he's a boy. Since about 4 years old, she would tell us things like, I have girl brain. Oh, well, that means she's trans then.
Wait, it's a trust. We'll be done eventually. I don't know when or what. I don't know a damn thing.
And a girl heart.
Do my best to have fun. Want too much.
So my mom bought her first dress. Yeah.
Probably let it flow. Play and go.
And we talked to her school, made sure that she felt special, and all the kids clapped and applauded. Yay, you're special. We love you now that you have a dress on. We didn't love you before, but now we love you. And that, you didn't get cookies before. Now you get cookies and pizza. Yes, you do. Pretty soon, all she wanted to do was wear dresses. Well, of course. When you go on social media, you go to your school, and everyone claps for you like you're royalty, and you get kisses and hugs and love, and yeah, of course. She's gonna go out to have a pizza party. Yeah, of course. Of course, she wants to wear dresses. That's all she wants to do. That's what I'd want to do if I was treated like that for 4 years, the first 4 years of my 5 years of my life.
Maybe this will suck. It's a chance of luck in case I'm running late. There's no time to wait.
It just made her so happy. She asked us to call her she. Yeah, because you told her she had 100 different, or you told him he had 100 different genders, like Pokemon cards. So he just picked one just like he would do with a Pokemon card. Her happiness as a 6-year-old, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter the 50, 60, 70 years that she's going to have to live having, being sterilized. Most of these little boys that are saying they're little girls, yeah, they're going to grow up and be 6'4", look like linebackers, okay? This is not good for these kids, all right? Especially since none of them they're gonna change their mind. 85% of all the ones, this was before they were brainwashing them. Now you got, oh my God, they're gonna change their mind. They're little kids, and you've done stuff now they can't even go back.
It's like, what if the kid's just a feminine gay boy? Plot twist. Hello. What if that's just what it is? It's like, oh.
So that's the kind of movie. I just want to tell you guys that I love decorating my dresses. I love doing makeup. I love getting ready. I love doing fun stuff. I love everything. I just want to tell you guys that it's okay for boys to be dressed up like girls and for girls to dress up like boys. I just want to tell you guys that, and I just also want to tell you guys I can't be good, but no matter what we do.
Look at this kid looking at the mom behind the camera for approval. In other videos on this TikTok page, you have the mama saying, go, go. Again, it's this these sick parents trying to grift off their children. I mean, again, like every other child we've seen in this video, they're like slowly going from just like a feminine boy to like a full-on girl. As if there's no middle ground. Like these parents are going 0 to 100 real quick and then trying to get a check off of it. It's wrong.
The sixth graders.
That's what it is. They want to get the check. They want to get the money for the the likes and the subscribers or whatever. The views on TikTok or whatever.
The sixth grader is about to have a tiny
12 years old. He's going to get something put in, a medical device to put into him so that it sterilizes him and stops puberty.
medical device implanted in his left arm. Jack's dad and mom are at his side.
Sterilizing him. That's actually a little girl. They're sterilizing that little girl right now. The parents are standing there, sitting there, while they sterilize her because the little girl said, "I'm a boy." The little 5-year-old. The 12.
Meredith's going to put some more numbing to make sure that it's all numb, okay?
The implant stops female puberty and will keep Jack from growing breasts.
There you go. What would you say to people who think kids are just too young to make this kind of decision?
Sure, I'm a kid, but doesn't take a genius to realize that I'm not a girl.
An estimated 1.4 million adults in the U.S. identify as trans, 150,000 teens. But figures for younger children are largely unknown.